Yo, what up, everybody? It's the Cola Kash Show, Zero Boy Productions, Don Cook Media, and we're back with another episode, which is episode 10. And this time, we got a very special guest, man. This is my boy, man. He got all the flavors, however you want to put it, but I'm going to let him introduce himself, man. Go ahead, man.
What up, though, everybody? It's your favorite burger man, and I'm right here on the Cola Kash Show.
Just take us on the journey and tell us, how did the journey from music and you know, the platoons and everything like that move into like the food business before we get to the food business?
It started off at first going to the WLCAC Center doing videos. I was in the video production class with Jason Van Veen, and Mark Valenzuela was the special effects guy.
Right.
And he was into hip hop and everything, and seeing that we had an interest in it, he was like, "Man, y'all could record and stuff." So me, my brother Veda, and my brother Otis, we started recording up there as the retarded ass kids.
Right.
That's what we was called.
I remember that.
We was called the retarded ass kids.
R.A.K.
R.A.K. And that was something my sister called us when I was in third grade, and it just stayed with me. But going from doing videos to doing music and then doing music videos, it just all intertwined with each other. And then at the WLCAC Center, I brought my brother K Deuce up there, and then he brought some of his relatives up there, and everything just got big. And I was just recording everybody. I was doing all the engineering, mixing, mastering everybody's stuff from here to there, from everywhere. And that's how I started getting my 1,000 hours in on that.
Yeah, and that's the SMB and all that, right?
Yep. That's how I started getting my 10,000 hours in. And I got good at it. And I eventually got my own stuff at my house. So I still had the center even when they shut down, when they shut down the multimedia room, right, and all that shit. I had it back at my house. So everybody just come back to my house on the Haven. I had a room, it was called the Red Room. I had my closet, red light, everything was red out. It was called the Red Room. We called it the Red Room. And then I had Compton Rocco, K Deuce and the Success Mob Boys, myself and the platoon. Man, you've been there quite a while.
Of course. Mad issues.
Yeah. But like, them was my main people. I kept it close. Like, I didn't really mess with too many people, but
it was working though.
Man, it was working. I was charging $25 an hour to come record, $50 to mix a record and stuff like that. And it was moving like that. And then at some point I decided that I want to go to LA recording school. I started doing that, but they want you there like all day. Like, it's like a full-time job. Like, and I didn't have no money at the time. So I'm like, I can't do this and like,
broke.
Yeah. And I was broke. I had a broad, I was taking her car, doing all this. She was feeding me and doing everything for me. I ain't like that. So then my brother asked me, he was a cook at this restaurant called Rivera in downtown LA. He was a dishwasher at the time. He told me he wanted to move up to be a cook, and his dishwasher position opened up, but it's only gonna be on Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm like, fuck it, all right, I'll go do it. Like, I need something. So I started doing that Mondays and Tuesdays, being a dishwasher. I started getting fascinated with watching them prep and cook. And I was looking, I'm like, man, that shit look fun. So I went on my off days, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, after hours, whatever I can do to learn. I didn't go to culinary art school or nothing. I learned everything in that kitchen for the most part.
That shows you don't have to go to school, but go ahead.
You don't? I mean, I didn't go to school for recording. I eventually went, but I dropped out like after a few months.
Taught yourself.
Yeah. And then same thing with the cooking. I learned in that kitchen. I learned the kitchen. You can learn after school, you can learn the book, but learning the actual skill of cooking is different from, because I seen people as a chef when I became like a chef and hiring people fresh out of school and they don't know nothing about the kitchen. It's like, what are we doing here?
It's crazy.
Yeah, dog, like you learned everything at school, but don't know how to apply it to real life.
So it's kind of like you did enough just to, so you basically did enough to pass the class,
yeah,
but you didn't do enough to actually learn the skill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can chop vegetables and shit. That's cool, but when you can't handle this pressure on this line. When I'm throwing 8 orders at you, give me this, give me this, give me this, and you freezing up on the line, like that's real life. You in real life now. School, they don't do that at school, I guess. I don't know. I've never been, so
that's why they try to not to cut you off, but that's why they try to nowadays throw a lot of on the job training type activities to where they can pay you to learn something, but you'll be on the job, so you'll be learning, but you'll be working.
And to me, that was the best. That's the best thing to me. I was going in on my off days just because I was just so fascinated with because it was a fine dining restaurant too. So they was doing fancy shit.
Yeah.
They was doing shit I never even like. Nigga, uni and nigga, that's sea urchin. We breaking down sea urchin and pulling out the guts and man, I never seen nobody eat this spiky little motherfucker out the ocean. What the type of shit is this? Like,
entertained.
all type of shit. Like, yeah, like this big ass ham, nigga, called Iberico ham. That we was like paper thin slices. Nigga, you could see through the slices. They were selling them for a plate for like $180 or some shit like that. It's like, what, nigga? I'm in the wrong game, nigga. Like, what? Dog.
That's
The type of
crazy.
shit that they was doing, like, and selling for that amount of money, I'm like, I like that part too. But you know, the art of it, I started looking at it like music. Like, salt became like the syllabants, like the high end, and the bass would be like the acidity and shit like that. Like, I started thinking about it like making the dishes, like making a record, like mixing a record. Yeah. So I'm like, oh man, your vocals too loud, man. How can we be able to tone it down? Add some chicken stock, or you know, shit like that. Like, that's how I started approaching it like that. And then I moved to another restaurant. I worked at a few restaurants, but then I became a sous chef at this restaurant I was working at for a few years. And then that contract was up, and then I had the opportunity from my big dog to open up Mo Better Burger South Bay. And we did that for 5 years, and that was family. Me, my wife, my brother. It was basically just us for a while, and then my brother went off and did his own thing. It was just me and my wife and her sister for a while.
I was doing that thing too. I remember
Man, dog, we was
just
man,
you and her. You back there whipping them up. You doing 5 burgers at a
going
time.
crazy.
I ain't never seen that.
Mo Better Burger South Bay went crazy. It ended up being some bad business dealings that happened, and we had to close after. It was a month after our 5th year anniversary. We had to get on, and then that's when shit got a little sticky. No, I'm talking about I was there every day, and then now what we doing?
Yeah.
I'm searching for jobs. Found it. I'll start working for this wedding place, and eventually became the head chef over there for a little while. But that shit was in San Clemente. That shit was an hour away.
Far.
Shit crazy. That's with no traffic. And then end up getting up out of there and start working for the school district by my house, which is 5 minutes away from my house. So now it gave me enough time. And I work in the morning, 6:30 to 2:30. It gave me time. I didn't know what to do with my time. I start messing with social media. I started a page called Eastside Refined, where I was just making a bunch of just doing food videos. Like, man, I'm cooking every day now for my family. Let me start recording it. Now I start selling plates. Now I'm like, man, let me start making burgers again.
Yeah.
So then I start thinking about my burger business and how I'm gonna approach it. I wanted something that was near and dear to me. I was gonna call it Johnson's. That's my last name. But then I'm like, it's not rolling off the tongue right for me. Yeah, I'm like, man, Johnson's Burgers.
Johnson.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it ain't hitting right. It ain't hitting right. But then I'm like,
now,
no
if
better.
you was selling hot dogs or something, Johnson's, that'd be crazy.
I thought about that too. I'm like, I'll just switch the hot dog. Man, just make them. But then
Johnson's on it.
And you know, that's my last name. It meant something to me, and I'm like, but it ain't hitting. It ain't worth my time. Then after a while, I'm like, man, no better. So it's taking my. I even took the burger that I made from my last logo and put it in my new logo.
Yeah.
So it's a rebuild and rebrand, but still keeping the same type of energy.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm on now. No Better Burger.
So like, where are you going with it?
So right now, I got a baby on the way. Should be here in March. So after that, I eventually get in a truck. Right now, I'm just doing pop-up and catering. And just because kind of like a side thing, because I got time. I got time to do shit. And I ain't had time to do shit in a long time. So pop-ups and catering on the side. And once this baby drop, I'm going full-fledged. I got a couple investors already like talking with me, and they want to get a truck. So that's my next step, is a food truck.
Food truck.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. So what is it that you can like? What was like one of your hardest like moments? Like, what was that moment where you was like, I'm ready to give up? You know what I'm saying? Could we tell the people like what was your most challenging moment?
Man, my most challenging moment was closing down Mo Better Burger South Bay. Because it came out of nowhere. It didn't really come out of nowhere, but it came out of left field real fast.
Yeah.
Like we was there and then we wasn't. And it's like, oh, what the fuck? What else I'm about to do? I had a baby on the way at the time too.
Damn.
So it's like, shit, I got to get back on the grind. So I'm applying to jobs everywhere. And my resume is like, oh, restaurant owner for 5 years, sous chef for 4 years, chef over here, line cook over here. And honestly, I needed a break, a mental break after the shit. I couldn't just go right back into chefing.
Fathom it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Something I've been doing for 5 years every day, damn near 18 hours a day. Yeah. And it's just stopped. And the money stopped. So everything just stopped. I got to go. So when I'm applying for jobs and stuff, like, I'm trying to apply for dishwasher and shit like that because I don't really want to be mentally there. I just want to go do a job and go home just to have something on, just to take my mind off of shit. And nobody would hire me because my fucking resume was too good. They were like, why you want to be a dishwasher? I'm like, I just want to wash dishes. Like, why you want
I'm trying to make some money.
Like, man, yeah, that's all I need. Then, like, the wedding company ended up hiring me for a dishwasher position. It was a black chef. His name was CJ. He was a cool young dude. He was like 32. He put me on. But that was after I went from dishwasher. I stopped. I'm like, let me put cook on let me start applying for cook jobs. Like, because ain't nobody want to hire me for a dishwasher. Which all I wanted to do was wash dishes because I just wanted to go do a fucking job. I didn't want to have to think. Basically, my mind was fucked up from losing the business and then transitioning to like, oh, I gotta go back to regular life. Like that shit was tough. Like, that was the most that was the most challenging. That was like the most challenging spot for me.
All right, so what kind of advice would you give people who want to get into like the food business or even want to take a journey in the business, any business or entertainment, whatever? Like, what would you tell them?
I would say learn as much as you can by yourself and apply for them dishwashing jobs. Start from the inside, from the bottom up, and you can learn a lot more that way than through school, from what I've seen. Some people excel in school and come out and be great at it. Like, I thought about going back to school now, like knowing what I know now, like just to learn let me see what school is like. I never liked school anyway, so I never did it. But learn as much as you can. Like, I learned a lot through YouTube. I'm a YouTube university kid.
Yeah.
I learned how to make music off YouTube, how to mix off YouTube. I still go to YouTube sometimes for recipes and stuff. Like, man, I never seen that before. Let me look this up. Just learn as much as you can on your own. And don't be scared to go, even if you're not getting paid. You're getting paid by knowledge. Like, go learn something. Learn it. That's way more
money off of the things
that's
that you
investing in yourself.
Yeah, it is. Because I can pay you, right, to do a job. At the moment, I don't need you to work for me no more. And you ain't got the money no more. But if you gain like a trade or something like that and you know how to do something, no matter where you go, you can go and do it many places versus one place you could do it. Yeah.
So that goes to like going like from doing Mo Better Burger South Bay when I was doing my side catering gigs, doing that, I'm like, and now I transitioned to know better. I know how to do it.
Yeah.
I know how to run a business because I learned how to do it.
Right.
And now I could transfer into doing these pop-ups and catering. Like, oh yeah, I could charge this much. I know how to charge per burger, and I know how much money I'm making and how much the food costs for everything. I know how to do all that stuff because I did it by myself and I learned, basically. So my advice is learn as much as you can by yourself. And also seek knowledge.
Get a mentor.
Yeah.
Find somebody who can who had it in the same path as you, who already been there.
Man, I wouldn't be shit without my chefs. Like, I wouldn't be shit without them. And my chef Diego, my chef Cirillo, like those two dudes that like guided me through the whole my whole career.
Yeah, that's dope.
I still hit them up and ask for advice and shit.
That's dope.
And they be willing to help me out. You got to find somebody that's willing to help you out too. I'm still doing catering jobs, so people hit me up. I got a catering job like every other week. You know, I pull up to your house and cook burgers. I bring the whole shebang to you. So yeah, I got catering gigs coming up. You know, where people hit me up and Prom season is coming up. The graduation season, people hitting me up for those. So I'm already taking bookings for that. Like I'm getting locked in.
That's dope. Razizi got a little he got a mural grand opening coming up on like February 8th.
February 8th.
Pop out at that joint.
I talked to Razizi about that. I went up there to film a little video for the Watts Culture Fest, and I seen him. I'm like, man, we need to figure something out, like to where I could come feed the people that's actually helping, the volunteers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like whether it be like discounted price or for free, if we can try to get something like that going.
What all foods do you sell, and like what's your specialty? Is it burgers or is it any other thing that you can cook just as good as burgers if you had your go-to meal?
So right now I am focused on burgers because that's what I do for No Better Burger. But like I told you, my East Side Refined, that's where I start when I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff,
Pastas and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, handmade pasta, handmade, like everything from scratch. Like that's what I get my real chefing on. Like my East Side Refined, it was just like that idea came from me like thinking about my baby shower coming up, and I was like, oh, what we gonna eat at the baby shower? And then baby shower spaghetti was like, that's something that niggas do. I'm like, man, let me hook it up for real. And I made fresh pasta, fresh sauce, everything. Then I sold them plates for $15. Sold like 60 plates.
That's dope.
Yeah, that shit went crazy.
All right, so tell the people where they can find you then, brother.
No Better Burger.
Simply better.
No Better Burger.
Yeah, man, it's the Cola Kash Show, Zero Boy Productions, Don Cook Media, man. Got my boy Malachi Johnson here from No Better Burger, man. And it's simply better, man. Your favorite burger, man. Cola Kash. Malachi Johnson. We out of here.
Peace out.